Don't you be afraid.
Hey guys, welcome to ANX Weekly Update, where we bring you the latest video game, anime, and movie news. I'm Unbiased Ann, and I'm here with Genesis and Terrence. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another free podcast for the people, and another day of fires and looting and protests and
Yeah.
a lot going on.
There's a lot.
It's a lot going down. But anyway, we still got to do our show. Sometimes I kind of contemplated that in the beginning. I was like, man, do I even want to do this? Just don't seem like it's the right time to be talking about fun video games. But whatever, we're still gonna do our thing. It's here, we're doing it, and we're gonna get it going. So anyway, social media thing real quick. Make sure to follow us at ANX Gamecast on all social media outlets and wherever you get your favorite podcast. Speaking of your favorite podcast, ANX Gamecast is now on YouTube under the AVersion TV Podcast Network. Make sure to go there, like some of the tracks. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be first to know when we drop new videos. Again, we are the one that is not in Spanish.
We are in English.
Yeah.
Just in case you don't know.
Nothing wrong with Spanish.
No.
That's just not our show.
That's not what,
Okay? That's just not our show. So anyway, y'all ready to jump into round one?
Let's do this.
Round one.
So last week we did a show. Terrence wasn't here. I don't know where Terrence was at. But Clarissa from Royal Malarkey, who also has a show on AVersion TV, came by. And I was so busy trying to grill her and ask her questions about Dragon Ball Z Yu-Gi-Oh! I forgot to plug our own show. So we did a podcast. it was a preview for the community day that has already happened. However, if you're a Pokemon Go fan, go check it out because we do talk about all the other news and upcoming stuff in the game.
which there is a lot.
There's a lot. There's always a lot. So you can check that episode out. And we do them once a month. So I think we took a couple of months off because there were no community days and things of that nature. But we're back with our monthly Pokemon Go. So you still playing?
No, I took it off my phone.
What?
He's done.
What you doing with that perfect shiny Latios?
Yeah.
Man, come on.
He's like, yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Not using it.
Yeah, I took it off my phone. And that's not to say that I won't put it back, but during that period of time, really wasn't nothing to do.
Put it back. Put it back.
I'll think about it.
All right. So anyway, if you are like Terrence and you took it off your phone and you want to get caught up on everything, check out this episode. Yeah, we'll get you caught up. I know Terrence was up watching it late last night. He had it on repeat. He was watching. No, he wasn't. But anyway, so that's level 112. We also did 113 yesterday. Should be out by the time this episode is released. We did a review, Final Fantasy VII Remake, finally. Chapters 1 through 5.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, so then we're going to do 6 through 10 one day and then 11 through 15 at some other time. But right now, the review for Final Fantasy, our first take, our first take on like how we felt about it, all that kind of good stuff. So check that out as well. New this week, Funko Pop.
Gold Yoda.
A gold Yoda, gold-plated Yoda. I don't know why this... It's been a while since he's been on the show. He don't know how this works. Hold it. So what you think about that one? Because you always hating on my Dragon Ball. The boxes is cool.
Yes, that the box is cooler than anything. I've seen some other pops you've had that the actual were shiny. That doesn't seem as shiny.
It's a dull kind of...
Yeah.
So it was actually a birthday gift for
Unbiased and
me.
Because she likes Star Wars. As you can tell by her shirt and her picture behind her and, whatever.
1,000 other Star Wars pops that we have.
Yeah. But now we got to get the Star Trek pops, right?
Yeah, we have a few.
Yeah, we have a few. But,
somewhere.
I mean, they need to make some more.
Okay.
Do they have a Captain Sisko pop? I don't think they do.
I don't remember Cisco pop.
They need one now. So anyway, that was the new pop this week. If y'all, again, check out our podcast. And if y'all want to check out this pop, link down in the description below. Y'all ready to get into these games?
Let's do it.
Round 2.
Okay. Fly, punch, boom.
This looked awful.
Yeah, the trailer looked as bad as this picture does.
Yeah.
It looks like, and I don't watch these types of shows, but it looks like the cheap American cartoon comedy shows that come on like Cartoon Network. That's how the art style is.
Yeah.
And kind of the grotesque looking characters, and it's supposed to be funny, and it's supposed to be whatever. I didn't understand what you were supposed to be doing.
Okay, good. I thought it was just me.
Now it cannot be as basic as this looks, because it was fly, and once you flew into someone, you punch, which is just tap X or tap whatever, and then boom, there was an explosion. So maybe that's all there is to the game. But this looked terrible.
It looked terrible. And then the way it ended, punch you into the butt of the moon.
Yeah.
And then
it pushes you back.
It pushes you out.
Yeah, get back in there and fly, punch, boom some more. Right.
No.
So that's gonna be a no for you.
Yeah.
No for me.
No, but look at the pink. The pink explosion. All right. Yeah. No, that's a nah for me. Come on, let's get it. All right. Warface Breakout Deluxe Edition.
Looks like Call of Duty.
I've never heard of this. Have you heard of this?
I haven't.
Well, I think it looks like it was released back in like 2013.
Yeah. Or what system is it for?
Let's see. Now it's being released for PS4 and Xbox One, so I'm wondering if it was a PC game.
Right.
The trailer didn't show us much.
Nope.
I'm assuming it's a first-person shooter, but it doesn't really show us. It just shows us all the characters as if they were actual characters, like, and going around killing each other.
It reminded me of a Call of Duty.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is like Battle Royale style. I don't know if there's a story mode. I don't.
Right.
It looked tactical, like groups of, or just one versus a group, like kind of like they did like the.
I thought you was about to bring up the man with the machete.
Too soon. Too soon.
Okay. Okay.
Too soon.
All right. Yeah, I don't know though, because they didn't show any gameplay. There was zero gameplay shown here. So like I said, I don't know if this Battle Royale style. I don't know if there's a story, if it's just multiplayer only. I don't know. So it's going to be a no for me. The graphics didn't look bad.
No.
The graphics didn't look bad, but again, that wasn't even the gameplay.
They look like graphics for a Switch.
Switch graphics.
So they're not PS4 graphics.
But you like the Switch, so
I do, but
so
not.
You gonna play this?
Not first person shooter.
No. No. Yeah. No. All right, we got 3 no's. Boy, we just.
They need to get more information.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing. I'm just assuming since it's an older game, they're just banking on people already knowing what this is. I've never heard of Warface. Let's move on. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. I was thrown off by the RoboCop. Okay.
Okay.
Like I don't associate Mortal Kombat and RoboCop at all. Not even a little bit. I still have a bad taste in my mouth from Injustice 2. I keep hearing people say they like Mortal Kombat 11. And I keep hearing people say it's better than Injustice. Those people that tell me that are not gamers. So I'm not about to go spend $60.
Right. You take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, I play Injustice and the gameplay was horrible. Graphics were dope. Story was dope.
Yeah.
Gameplay was horrible. I assume the same thing is happening here. Graphics are dope. Story looks dope. And the gameplay didn't look great. So what do you think? Have you played 11?
No.
Okay.
I had it for the Switch. It's there. It's in the backlog, but it's not something I played. And you can't do Aftermath on the Switch. These Aftermath will be able to be played with Xbox and PS4.
Sure.
Yeah.
Says right here, Switch, no?
It's
Stadia, PC, I don't know.
Yeah. 11 is on the Switch. but they haven't said anything about any of this.
Okay.
Which is 11 is already out. This is like a DLC.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but if you buy it, you get 11 also. I'm assuming.
Correct, because it's a bundle.
It's a bundle. Yeah. What did you think about it?
I thought it looked good. If it truly had the story that it was kind of implying that it has, then I would like it, I think.
Yeah, and my thing is, I don't know what the story is. I know they kind of messed up the story. They killed a bunch of people off, and it seems like they're kind of bringing them back. Now, I don't know if they're tying it all in together or if they did a reboot somewhere. No,
it is they're dealing with time. So some of the people that you see in here, it's like it's time based. So some of them are from the future, some of them from the past. So it's a time muffle.
Okay.
And so
I'm tired of seeing Johnny Cage though. I thought I saw Johnny Cage, I'm tired of seeing Johnny Cage.
Well, Johnny Cage died, so I don't. So that's why I say it's a time.
Like I just never liked Johnny Cage. Like you're just an actor who knows martial arts. Like
John Claude.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you would get beat up and you would die, which she died. Okay. Now this is what I will say. When I was younger, I had every Mortal Kombat up until Trilogy.
Then you enjoyed them.
Yes.
And the mechanics were horrible even then.
No. They're horrible now. I cannot say at the time that they were horrible because that's just how 2D fighting was.
Everybody used Liu Kang with his little fly across the room.
I like him, Raiden, Noob Saibot.
I use Sub-Zero.
Yeah. So like I said, at the time, no, the mechanics weren't bad. This is just how games were. So seeing this trailer, I was like, I like playing with Raiden. Like I want to fight with Raiden again. But again, then I start thinking of Injustice 2 and I'm just like, nah, I don't want to fight with Raiden that way. Yeah. Again, another situation. Don't put RoboCop in here. Fix your mechanics.
So they do a lot of that, like a lot of
gimmicks.
Freddy Krueger is in one.
Right. Stop it. Fix the mechanics. All that effort you put to design Freddy Krueger and RoboCop and his moveset and all that. Fix the mechanics.
Kratos.
Fix the mechanics. Okay. Warner Brothers, right? Is that who owns this now? Yeah. Fix your mechanics and fix your DC movies. Okay. All right.
You saw him slide that on in.
Detective Comics.
And fix your movies while you're at it.
Fix your movies while you're at it. Okay. How's the story mode in y'all's games better than y'all movies? Anyway, come on. let's Minecraft Dungeons. I want to start with Terrence on this one because didn't you say you already got this?
They had a pre-download. I downloaded it. I haven't had a chance to play it.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna play single.
No, of course not. Because
it has the Lego effect.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, I don't know anything about Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft. Right.
It's a builder.
But do you build on this one? Or do you just play the pre-made story?
Yeah, obviously we don't know. Because you remember they had the Minecraft story mode.
Yeah.
And then it was all storied.
You didn't build on that.
Yeah. You had to.
So the graphics are getting a little better. Yeah. That's one of the main thing that threw me off about Minecraft. Like it's one thing if you try hard, but your studio just couldn't make any better graphics. But you made these graphics look like this on purpose. And I just couldn't get with all the blocks and pixelated. I couldn't get with it, man. I was just like, I'm not playing this. Now, this does seem like a game for like maybe children. So I would rather just play, Baldur's Gate or Champions of No Wrath or some sort of dungeon crawler that way. Diablo. I'd rather just go play Diablo.
Yeah.
There's some DLC I haven't played. So I'd rather play that than to get into this. So you got some people you're going to play with?
Yep.
Okay. Y'all going to beat them down?
Yep.
All right. What you think? I know you bought Minecraft at some point, but you never played it.
Yeah, I bought it, but I think I liked the graphics because I do like the block, whatever. But this didn't look good to me. I just was like, this doesn't look fun.
Now, don't get me wrong. This, to me, anyway, this looks way better than Minecraft Story and the regular Minecraft game.
This is Gauntlet.
Yeah.
This is Gauntlet.
Yeah. This looks better. I'm not going to invest the time in it. Again, if I'm going to invest the time in a dungeon crawler like this, I'll just go load up Diablo.
It was free on what? Xbox Game Pass.
Of course it's free. Look at it. Why wouldn't it be free?
Because 8-bit.
Right. Why wouldn't it be free?
And sometimes, but like I said, sometimes 8-bits is all right.
A lot of times it's not. So we got a yes, a no, and a no. Only way you catch me playing this is if Terrence talks me into reviewing another bad game. Is like an ABC, another bad game, another bad creation?
Yeah.
All right. Bioshock, the collection for the Switch. So now we're getting into this realm where there's going to be a lot of Switch games that came out. Not a fan of Bioshock. You might like it. I think you would like it.
I liked the trailer because it was kind of demonic, and she's like, "Here, Daddy," or whatever.
Okay, so let's get into that real quick because I had a problem with that.
Okay,
it is a very dark, demonic type game.
It is very dark. Alternate reality.
Cool.
But then it's coming out for the Switch, and the Switch is, notoriously known for having kid-friendly games.
Yeah. And
they usually don't have the dark info mature, even the darker T for teen.
Hold on. They have, and they're actually even...
no, they have recently.
For the Switch they have. I can't speak on the other handhelds, but the Switch, they've started to put more...
Started more recently.
When it first came out, they had... You could get some deal. As they started building their library, I'm not saying day one, but as they started building the library... Shingun Kagura, there's some other games on there that you can put the words in and find what you're looking for that are like Shingun Kagura. So they are.
But my problem with this is if you're going to do it, just do it. Don't put out this Switch made trailer with this old friendly, happy music acting like this is some like another kid's game.
Like a family game, yeah.
Like it's a family game. It's not.
I don't think they were doing it like that. I just think that's their new loadout.
I don't think it's not. It's not. I don't think they did anything. That's what they did. It's not. I didn't have to. I didn't have to.
No.
I didn't have to think.
That's that new loadout because as we'll see later on,
they can't do that, man.
As we'll see later on, that's just what they're doing going forward.
They need to stop that because also I think you're giving the parents a false sense of security, thinking that this is yet another family-friendly game from Nintendo. No, don't buy this for your kids.
I wouldn't think that if you give it the creepy look with the pale skin, that a parent is going to be like, oh, that's a loving person. No, I mean you see what you get.
But
they're not paying attention to they're not paying attention to detail like that. They're hearing that friendly music that they were playing. Well, the red hearts and stuff. What are you doing?
They should be paying attention to the
rating.
M. Yeah, the rating.
To the rating. So basically, when you see the case, it's going to say M. Mm-hmm. So you'll know when you get there. So this is just, I think, how they're going to their look, the red and because they're red and white, and then they're.
They need to stop that. That was ridiculous. Stop it, Nintendo.
It looks good though.
Now let's talk about the game itself though, because Bioshock, like the reason I don't like it is because it's that style of game, Fallout. It's that Half-Life.
But I don't think it's the same leveling system. But it's a shooter.
No, but I mean just the first person shooter, but it's a PC port. The engine that they use is a PC port from PC. So I don't like that style of game. It's not a natural feeling FPS. So I don't like that. So it's just, like I said, it's the same thing with Fallout, same thing with Half-Life. I don't like that. Story was decent.
Yeah,
graphics were decent, and some of the stuff you had to do in there were decent. But the style of gameplay, I'm not down with. So, are you picking this up?
I am
for the Switch.
I am.
What about you? You picking it up for the Switch?
I think you should pick it up for the Switch.
What you laughing at?
I'd be interested in watching you play it
on the Switch. But don't they have the collection for like? If they got it for Xbox One, I'd rather do it for.
Well,
Xbox
I don't care where you play it. But
you're right. On Xbox, it should be like $20.
Okay, all right. I'll think about it. I mean, I think we got the first two on 360. We got the originals, so I don't know.
Graphic, they up the graphics on.
Yeah. All right. So XCOM 2. It's another. Just Switch release.
I couldn't tell what was going on. It was so short.
Yeah, it was really short.
That 30-second.
It's a strat game too. It's a grid-based strat game.
Like 3 houses. Tactical?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay.
But you don't have, but it's not based upon that. It's based upon aliens and humans and regular weapons.
Okay.
And some alien weapons.
Okay. Yeah. It's going to be a no for me, though. Are you getting it?
Yep.
Because you like the Switch for some reason.
I do like the Switch.
I don't dislike the Switch. It's just there's certain games that I'm not playing on the Switch.
And so here's the thing: how many times have you taken your Switch off your base?
Once when Unbiased Hand was in the hospital, and I didn't even play it.
I have not had it on my base. My base since probably.
That's
2
why
weeks
when you
in.
come over, you ain't never prepared. It's always dead. Charge your system, man. Put it on the base and let it charge up.
You took it on the airplane once, didn't you?
Yeah. Once on the airplane.
Yeah, that was convenient.
Play Smash with the wireless Elite controller, Pro controller, whatever it's called.
I love the functionality of taking it wherever I go. Mm-hmm. And I usually have 10 games in my bag. Still got my old Marvelverse, my Marvel in there, Ultimate Oval Alliance.
Oh, trash game.
I'm getting ready to get the DLC so I can have all my characters.
Put it in the garbage where it belongs. Take it out the bag. Put it in the garbage where the trash goes.
Because they have like all the characters, like the Marvel characters, kind of like listed now. So, and they did some events for it.
We ain't talking about Marvel. What you talking about?
We're talking about Switch.
No, we talking about XCOM 2.
But we talking about the Switch.
We talking about XCOM 2.
But we talking about the Switch.
So.
Okay, so you're not getting it.
Yeah, no, he's getting it. What you think?
Because it should be like $20 now.
I'm not getting it. I couldn't even tell that that thing was 30 seconds long. It wasn't long enough to even tell what was going on. So I'm good.
So do better, Nintendo.
Yeah, I need more information.
Shantae and the Seven Sirens. So I've seen this girl in different places before. I never knew her name was Shantae. I never knew anything about her.
The genie, Sashay,
so it's
Shantae,
Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought of.
So she, I mean, the gameplay itself don't look bad. I don't like platformers, so it's gonna be a no for me. But the graphics were nice, and it looks fluid and it looks smooth as far as the gameplay.
You don't want to whip your hair?
What's that, Willow?
Yeah,
Willow Smith.
Whip your
I
hair.
hate Will Smith. Anyway, not like just a platformer. Like if it was something else, then maybe. But I don't like platformers. So that's my only thing. But if you like platformers, like I said, it looks well, as you like to say, well made. It was done well.
It looks good. I mean,
it looks good. But it's just not my thing. So you getting it?
No.
Roxanne, no? Roxanne Shantae, no?
It reminded me of, and I guess probably because it is a platformer, it reminded me of, it had like a Super Mario Brothers feel, for sure.
Yeah.
Like it was a little bit different, but, so I liked it. I don't think I'd play it, but it definitely, it looked pretty good.
Okay. Next game. Yet another Switch release. So we got a question of the week coming up. So this is all tying into something. But Borderlands Legendary Collection. I like Borderlands. I wasn't that impressed with 3. I think I expected too much from it, and they changed, too much stuff. But Borderlands on the Switch. Terrence, you getting it, or you sleep over there? What you doing?
No, I'm gonna get it.
You gonna get it?
Mm-hmm.
But
eventually.
Eventually. But you played all of Borderlands.
I didn't finish the second. I finished 1. I didn't finish the pre-sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished 1. So depending on what because I know this looks like 1. I don't want to play 1 again. But if it's the 2 and the pre-sequel, I'm okay. It just depends on which ones are on there. And my thing is this: by this time, you should be able to put 3 on there. So I want to get it, but there's a problem with which games are on it.
What you think?
I'm not getting it, but I'm sure you're getting it.
No.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm not getting this.
He don't like the Switch. He don't like the Switch enough to.
No, 1, I don't like the Switch enough. 2, I've already beaten Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel.
Yeah, I have.
And the what's that other little cheap one that put out?
The
Telltale Games.
Telltale Games.
I beat that one too. I didn't beat 3. But I still have it for the current gen, so I wouldn't need to buy it again, regardless if it came with this or not.
Well, I would say no on this one too, just because again, it was super short. Like this launch trailer or whatever it is, it's kind of like.
So I'm thinking they did that on purpose, and the reason is everybody already knows about Borderlands. Everybody already knows about Bioshock.
Correct.
These games have been out for a long time, which gets into, I didn't put this in the right order, but we're going to get into the question of the week.
So what were you talking about then when the trailer came on? You were just like,
well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing here.
Oh.
This is not for kids. It's rated M for mature, yet they got this happy music and hearts and all this other crap going on like it's a Super Mario game. It's not a Super Mario game. Don't do that.
Don't get fooled.
Right.
Okay.
So y'all just keep it in mind, because I didn't put this together in the right order, because whatever, we up here arguing about riots and looting and Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't put this together. So y'all just keep that in mind. All this stuff, all these releases coming out late on the Switch. Just keep that in mind. But let's look at this first. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So I'm assuming since it's the Definitive Edition, it comes with all the DLC. I can't remember if I have Chronicles or not. If not, I would definitely pick this up. If I don't already have the game. If I already got the game, I just go buy the DLC.
It looked really clean.
Yeah.
It looked really clean.
Yeah.
This was opposite for me. It was like too long.
And this is Xenoblade Chronicles. It's a long game.
Yeah, but like the trailer, I mean, it was like 3 minutes, and so I was like, the graphics look pretty, but it wasn't keeping me interested. I kept like dozing off. I mean, not dozing off, but like I kind of had to be like, okay, pay attention. This is not.
She was snoring. I heard her.
No, whatever.
The game is more like when we talked about Final Fantasy. So it's that long game. You're gonna so even in the trailers, even when we saw the trailers again for the for the remake, it's a long, it's the RPG feel. They want you to feel like this is long, even if it's hack and slash.
Yeah. So yeah, if I don't have this game, then I will be picking up the Definitive Edition, and going from there. So you getting it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
If I don't already have it, I have to look at the house, because I think I have quite a few that are still packaged, because I haven't, with all these games coming out, even with COVID, they're still putting the games out. So
yeah, some of them getting delayed, but they're still coming out.
Yeah.
So let's get into the question of the week. Do you plan on buying late releases of major titles for the Nintendo Switch? I know you said it depends on.
Yeah, it depends on.
But I really have that question out there for people, because again, these games have been out for a long time. They've already been beaten. I don't. Terrence, where you at, bro?
We lost Terrence.
Some lotion, bro. What you?
Yeah, some ash.
Oh, okay. So I just can't see myself buying some, because here's my deal. Let's just take Borderlands for example. If I wanted to play Borderlands, I would have bought it when it came out, for whatever system it came out on, which it did not come out for the Switch.
So I think this doesn't really, some of these games don't apply to us. They're for the younger generation who never had any other bigger systems, and they got a hold of a Switch, and now they're like that in between stage where you want to have them play not baby games, but enough to make them want to play an adult style game. So when I'm looking at these, some of them, especially like the Bioshock and the Borderlands, those are that I feel like transition games, because they're so over the top.
But what age group are we talking about though? Because if we're actually talking about teen for teen and M for mature, I mean, some of these kids probably already got the bigger system.
Maybe.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like some of the people I know that have kids, they're small children that have a Switch. We're talking about 7, 8, right? But once they get to 10, 11, 13, 15, they got an Xbox One or they got a PS4. They don't really have a Switch.
We've been selling a lot of Switches.
Or they have both.
We have been selling a lot of Switches here recently, because a lot of people want more than what's offered on your phone for mobile gaming. Some kind of content that's actually a game.
Well, right. That's reverse of what you're saying is happening with these games.
Well,
because if you just now getting a Switch, that would tell me that you probably had a PS4 or something already, which you would have already played these games.
I don't. I mean, there's a lot of people who coming in who buying Switches and they don't have the other systems. Now, I don't know if they've ever had them, because Bioshock, the original, came out for the
360.
The 360,
so along with Borderlands. So it's kind of like, what are we doing here?
I just think they're trying to reach out to more people. And
definitely. If they're gonna be putting M for mature stuff on Switch, they're trying to reach out to more people.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not for me. So that's the question of the week. Do you plan on buying late releases of major titles for the Nintendo Switch? It's a no for me, because again, if I wanted to play it, I would have already played it.
Yeah.
And or I already played it, right? So I don't need to buy it again, right?
Right.
All right. Y'all ready to get into these stories?
Yeah.
Round 3.
PS5. Whose story is this?
Probably yours, since yours is always first.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey. All right. So my story is it's not big news. It has more to do with Sony telling the developers. So we got some kind of PS5 news. So we're just talking about it. Sony telling the developers that any PS4 game that you put up for review starting in July will need to be compatible with the PS5. So why is that news? I don't know. I feel like in certain instances they may be shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, because you got the games, PlayStation Game Days or whatever it's called, that happens every year. I don't think they're putting out a limited edition console this year, but they always have, and they put other consoles on sale. And like you talked about with COVID, and this happens every year anyway, to a certain extent. People are not going to want to go out and buy a new PS4 system.
No, not with PS5 coming out.
With the PS5 coming out, and all the games we know that are coming out this summer and early fall will be compatible with the PS5. So we know it's supposedly all backwards compatible and whatever anyway, but we don't know if it's going to be day one that all my PS4 games will be backwards compatible. We don't really know a whole lot because they hadn't said much. So I feel like they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot with this kind of information coming out.
Yeah,
that's just me. If they want to continue to sell consoles over the summer, I think it's just gonna be a lot of people be like, I'm not buying this.
And I wouldn't. Not with PS5 coming out.
Yeah. So PS5 is coming out, even though the bundles are going to be cheaper than ever, probably. I don't know. Or same price, but comes with more stuff, right? Might come with 4 or 5 games versus 2 or 3. Be the same price. So I don't know. But again, Sony is leaving it for these new games anyway, leaving it up to the developers to make it cross-platform. To the PS5. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going to happen with all the games that came out before this, like the games that came out last year. Is it on the developers to make it cross-platform, or is it up to Sony to make it compatible with their system? I don't know. But backwards compatibility, I don't feel like is that big of a deal anymore.
No, it's been out for a while, right? That functionality.
Well, it was out, but then it was limited.
Oh, yeah.
And but when it was limited, it was a big deal. Now I don't think people care too much no more. Especially when you got these remasters that keep coming out, a year later after a game comes out on PS4, a year from now to come out on PS5 remastered, stuff like that. I don't really think people care as much anymore.
You okay?
I mean, you're making faces.
I know.
You're not saying nothing. I don't know.
Nothing.
You don't care about the backwards compatible?
I would prefer we have it. I would prefer to play what I want to play when I want to play it, and that actually requires me to have backwards compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
Though, as you say, they do the greatest hits,
remastered hits, or something,
and you get but E3 is when? It's in June, right?
Canceled.
But I mean, it's usually in June, right?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, so I think it's in June. So my understanding, this week, Sony's going to give us more information.
Yeah, they're going to have a whole bunch of stuff about to come out.
So this week is going to be very important.
I think a lot of it's Sony and several other.
Right.
They're all going to start.
Because Sony had left E3 anyway. So, they can do what we do, work from home, put everything in the house, and then pretty much go from there. They don't actually have to. Now, with all these other things going on, how prevalent will it be? Especially what's happening in the streets.
Something going on in the street?
Well, there's a lot going on in the street right now. And so, who knows what we'll get this week from Sony. But I've heard that we're going to get some information.
Well, I hope so. Hope so. Y'all ready for the next story?
Yes.
What is this? More Sony stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I should have worn my Sony shirt. I don't think I have one though.
This was the legit one. So basically, I really went over some of the older stuff, and this pertains to my story was old handhelds and systems that we have forgot about. So this one was the biggest one. There's some other ones, but the PlayStation Vita was the PSP Go was the only one that was really prevalent. There's other ones that like the Watara, the Tiger Electronics. Remember Tiger Electronics?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the other ones and Atari Lynx. Oh, that's before your time.
Not the Lynx.
And then the Sega Game Gear.
So I don't think anybody forgot about the Game Gear. So that's kind of silly. I think as far as like some of these other systems that you're naming, I think people forgot about them for a reason, including the PSP Go, even though I think the PSP Go was dope.
PSP Go, it was dope.
But it wasn't. So the system itself was dope. The problem with the system was they were coming out with brand new PSP games that you could not play on the go because it was download only and it was not available to be downloaded in the store. I know this because it really ticked me off because I traded in my PSP to get the Go.
Oh, no.
And then I couldn't play any of the new games.
No, because most of the new games, especially like the one with Parasite Eve, Third Birthday, it didn't come out originally. Now, eventually, down the line, once the PSP was dying, PSP Go was starting to die, they started to do it to where you could get the downloaded games, but the games had been out for a while.
Yeah.
So then that was and it killed it. That and the fact that if you have big fingers, this was made. It's because they actually in this list was the Sony had released one of their own, the Xperia,
the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was also like the Xperia Play.
Xperia Play. Yeah.
And hold on, and you see that Sony don't do phones no more. So Sony doesn't do phones. I did see, on a random thought, they came out with a new Razr.
Oh,
a Motorola Razr. Right, and it's touchscreen. So, there's a lot of products that came out, and like you said, some of them aren't really of value or whatever. Bitcore, and then the first one was Tiger Gizmondo, which was, some of these they had high hopes. They didn't make it. So hopefully, because there's been rumors that Sony's going to do another handheld.
I'm trying to say if they should or not. I mean, they only should if they've learned from their mistakes. Like they keep making mistake after mistake after mistake, and it's just like this last with the Vita, it was too much about connecting remotely to your PS4 from another location. But if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning you had to buy two versions of the game. You had to buy like the PS4 version or the PS3 version and the Vita version just to play remotely. It was that was
one portion, but the other portion,
ridiculous.
The other portion, and this is where the problem was. You were trying to keep up with the phones, and so the very first Vita had get a card, get a plan, but you had to get it through AT&T.
Yeah, AT&T 3G.
3G.
Yeah,
and they made it like a phone. But in the same thing, you weren't getting unlimited. So what's the purpose?
Yeah.
If you give me unlimited, I can check my mail. I can do all of this other stuff. Yeah, it was at that time it was better than some phones. But by today's standards, no, I don't think they'll have to make.
Then they had the Skype on there and stuff.
Yeah.
So let me put it this way: the PSP when it came out, dope, a little bit ahead of its time. I mean, you compare the system itself to the Nintendo DS. There's no competition. The games, that's a different story. Functionality, that's a different story. PSP Go was dope. Same thing. Nintendo DS had the games and functionality. I couldn't even download any games on the go. Vita, dope. I mean, dope. In Game Gear, for that matter.
Oh, yes.
Compared to the Game Boy, there's no competition. Game Gear blows it out of the water.
Yep.
It just didn't have the games.
Right.
Right.
The tech specs were, yeah.
And so I hope that they make another one, but I don't have any faith in them to do it correctly.
I think that.
Yeah, I don't know. Some Xbox overlay just popped up on my screen.
I think that it will be whatever they do. I think Sony will learn. Well, this is my issue. I much rather would have had a handheld than the VR system, because the VR system I felt was also gimmicky. Because what do we usually talk about? Full stories. There's no way to get a full story on a VR that you're not gonna want to be standing there for the next 5 to 6 hours trying to play through a story.
Don't be lazy, man. Stand up. Get up.
Sandwich and a soda. It's time to lay it down.
So anyway, like I said, a lot of the systems on there, including PSP Go, the system itself was dope, but the system itself was a failure, and there's a reason why it's a failure. That's why we don't remember it. So,
well, I think people had went into it already dogging it out. So when they said it had phone capabilities, check your email browser, coincide with your PSP, with your PS3 at the time.
Yeah, PS3.
And then you could use it on your PS4 the same way. People dogged it so much that when it came out, and then you could only go through AT&T. Mm-hmm. That was an issue because the people want to do their own thing. Mm-hmm. And what's so funny is Sony has always been, you can't do what you want to do, and if you try to do that with our system, we'll shut it down. Which you've seen them shut down the whole network before. So I don't understand why people got so bent out of shape with the Vita or the Go. Sony was going to do what they felt was
best for them, whatever. Yeah.
Because they're all about security. So hopefully, when this next round of whatever comes out, another wireless VR or whatever that they're going to do with their portables, just make it to where when we start, we're not instantly putting it down and being like, oh my God, I just wasted what,
$200, $300. Yeah. I felt that instantly. I hurt because I traded my PS, and I still don't have a PSP.
And I have a Vita,
and I had that original PSP, the heavy one.
The one
that you could throw around, right? Because the second one that came out was shiny. It was kind of just cheap feeling, kind of flimsy. I had the 3000 that came out, right?
You know what my PSP became? At that time, Sony had internet radio, and they had like hundreds of stations at the time. Now I don't think you could do that now. But when it first came out, you could have your internet radio on there while you playing your game.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's
ahead of its time.
Yeah, but now it's about protection. I'm pretty sure half those stations aren't even on there anymore.
Well, all you need is Spotify now, so whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So anyway, y'all ready?
Or iTunes.
No.
Apple iTunes.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's get to the next story. What is this? Who are these people?
Yay. Apparently they're the bakers.
Oh.
I think.
Hey.
But we don't know because we haven't played Resident Evil 7.
No, we never played it. We bought it and then we gave it away on our Instagram.
Oh, that's right.
Did a big Instagram giveaway and gave it away and never played it. Same thing with Mario Kart for the Switch. So
yeah, we need to play it.
Yeah.
But this story is Capcom is planning to commemorate Resident Evil's 25th anniversary. They did something similar for their 20th. So it looks like they put something out on their page or whatever, looking for licensing partners to officially recognize the occasion. And I think it's March 2021 will be the 25th anniversary. So it's not a secret. They're going to be doing something. We just don't know exactly what they're going to do. They've said we are looking forward to planning campaigns and goods that take advantage of the worldview of Resident Evil. In 2016, they celebrated the 20th birthday with a line of merchandise, an HD remaster of Resident Evil 0, and a spin-off shooter, Umbrella Corp. So,
which was terrible, but okay.
So, according to a recent report, Resident Evil 8 will release on current and next-gen consoles in 2021. And Capcom is also working on a Resident Evil 4 remake. So there's a lot going on.
I'm still waiting on the Resident Evil remake, which would make sense for the 25th anniversary.
The original.
Oh, the original?
Yeah, we talked about it last week with Mafia coming out with new editions, but they started with 2 and 3 and coming out with the first Mafia later. Like I don't understand.
Well, this is kind of off topic a little bit, but I mean, whatever, side topic. But it's interesting to me. Resident Evil 4 apparently has a larger development team than the series' previous 2 remakes. So it's kind of like, what's going on? Maybe they're going to do something even bigger.
Well, 4 was one of the bigger ones. I think it came out at a bad time for me anyway. I didn't play it when it first came out, but it was one of the first ones.
Code Veronica.
Huh?
Resident Evil.
Code Veronica? No. 4. I'm talking about 4.
What's Veronica?
It's like a little spinoff.
Oh.
But 4.
Well, it was a big title.
Oh, okay.
But it was a spinoff from the main series.
Okay.
It wasn't a part of the main series.
I got you.
It wasn't numbered. But 4 was one of the first ones to come out with the current style of gameplay. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it was so popular, because they finally fixed. I don't want to say fixed, but they changed.
You didn't have to stop and shoot.
What people were complaining about as far as the battle system.
Okay.
Right. And it had good graphics and story was good and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm down with a 4 remaster because I never played it. I played it a little bit, but I ain't played it.
I don't know that I'm necessarily super excited about 25th anniversary as I am just that they're doing an 8 and they're doing a 4 remake because I like the games. If they come out with some like big box special package for Resident Evil, like I wouldn't buy that because
we should, because you saw what happened with the last one. It sold out in 2 minutes and now it's worth like $1 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
2
that.
2 minutes. It was like, hey, it's in the sound. It's not on.
Okay, well I didn't realize that. I would do that then, but like we did with Fallout 76, we bought that super, big box with all this stuff. Like I wouldn't do that again. To me, I'm like,
well, that's 76. The rest of the ones that they do, they
are usually worth it.
They usually really do something, unless it's like Dead Space where they give you like a little toy gun or something. But most of the loot crate for Borderlands 3. The big loot crate, yeah, a lot of them are doing like a lot of nice stuff.
Okay, all right. Well, then I just had a bad experience with 76.
You did,
yeah.
Everybody had a bad experience.
I mean, I'm not saying the helmet is not worth it. The game wasn't worth it.
Yeah,
like if the game was good, and then we got the game and the helmet and the 2 bags. We end up getting 2 bags, one target bag and one actually good bag.
Yeah.
Then it would definitely be worth it. What I'm saying is the extra money paid for the special content, which is the helmet for 76. I think that was worth it. But the game itself just was not worth $60 itself.
Yeah, it just turned out to be like such a letdown altogether. It was just kind of like whatever. But anyway,
and she just knocked the helmet on the ground one day. She was just like, "Oh,
no, I didn't.
Oh my god,
yeah.
No, I didn't."
Yeah.
But I am excited because I love Resident Evil. So I'm just excited about. We still need to play 7, and then they're coming out with 8, and then they'll have the 4 remake.
So I wonder what they're gonna do after they do 4, though. I mean, I guess technically it'll be a whole system in between. But do we really need a remake for like 5 and 6?
I enjoyed 5. I enjoyed 5 more than some of the other ones.
I mean,
what was 5 played on? Do you remember what system?
Shava.
Yeah, 5. We went to Africa, and then you actually at the end you had to fight. What's the name?
Wesker.
In the lava.
What system was it played
the
on?
360.
And
the PS3
and the PS3.
Yeah,
I played mine on the 360, but
PS3.
Shava. It was okay. It was less zombie.
It was more co-op.
So it's
more co-op based.
So we know he loved it then.
Boy.
Ooh, I could play with my friends.
And it's different because hopefully they do it better because when you play with randos, they will come and steal all your plants. And then when you
I never
boss,
played with any random. It was either somebody I knew, local, or local co-op, not
Well, six actually in I think 6 was internet when you could actually play with a rando.
Oh, okay.
5, I think they started to lean towards that, or you had that horrible AI.
Yeah. Shiva.
Yeah, horrible AI.
Hurry.
Yeah. Like that one.
Yeah.
Because
You
that was
just like
fine.
yelling at Shiva.
And then the whole what's at the end.
Yeah. So I don't even know if we need a remake of that yet, because it's not like the graphics were bad or anything. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the game. Like 4, yeah, those graphics need to be
Tweaked.
Yeah, those graphics need to be updated. Definitely 2 and 3 that we got already. Yeah, definitely.
And if you're gonna do 1, they didn't do 0. They didn't remake 0.
Right, but 0, I don't know how people feel about 0. Wasn't that a GameCube exclusive?
It was.
So I don't even know if people don't even know much about 0.
Was that a prequel or something?
Yeah.
What did I just say about 0 though?
You said that they had put out a remastered.
Oh, HD remaster.
A remaster, but not a remake.
Yeah.
So yeah, all this remaster, remake, all this stuff, re-releases, all this stuff getting old. It really is. It's too much. The fact that I bought the game when it first came out, and then y'all did a HD remaster. I bought that, and then now you want to do a remake of it. Come on, man.
It's not for us. It's for those who've never
but
played.
It is in this case, it kind of is, because I'm a Resident Evil fan, and you are giving me somewhat of a better experience than what I had before.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Yeah, but it also reaches those who've never played the series at all.
Ain't nobody worry about that.
In a time when there are better graphics for games.
Ain't nobody worry about it. You ain't play Resident Evil, something wrong with you. You don't need to be listening to the show. You ain't play Resident Evil. You know, something. Okay.
Something.
So anyway, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for them to just. Here's my deal. You can make remakes, and I'm glad they remade 2 and 3, because that's cool and it was needed. But where's 8? Let's get 8, 9, and 10, and let's keep going. Right.
We need to play 7.
All right, Final Fantasy 7 remake tonight. All right. Anyway, y'all ready to wrap up the show?
Yes.
Because I got to get some food.
Okay.
Let me see if I can do this right. All right. So this is the wrap up screen. That's all this is.
Okay. Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Just remember everything we talked about in the show today. Links down in the description below. Make sure to check them out. Click the link. It's gonna take you to Amazon. You don't got to buy nothing. Just click the link. Just check it out. If you decide to buy something, cool. It's gonna return a little Zenny to the show, because we're about to do some upgrades to the show. So we need a little Zenny to be returned to the show.
That's it for this week's update. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new episodes. See you next week.
Don't you be afraid.